Well, okay. I'd talked to a stranger who looked like Chairboy. Still, did all these women seriously consider this boy hot enough to strike up a conversation? Chairboy was around my age. If not jailbait, close to it. Maybe people were being friendly, and I was ridiculously standoffish. Beyond Chairboy, a large, multi-story ferry cruised into place. My ferry. Probably my neighbor's ferry, too. I snuck another glance at him, our eyes briefly meeting before I tore mine away and focused on my phone. God, he really was my type, with an extra hint of confidence and arrogance in the way he lounged. Come to think of it, I usually would strike up a conversation with someone who looked like him. But I wasn't going to. Not today, not anymore. It had occurred to me recently, given the stream of guys I'd hooked up with who made me feel like shit afterward, that I was the common factor. I selected boys who never wanted anything to do with me long term. My selection criteria needed to be severely recalibrated. So I wasn't going to engage with the kind of boys I usually engaged with anymore. I wasn't going to date or hook up with anyone this summer. I wasn't. I glanced over again and found him glancing at me. And my mouth parted, and I started to say, "You're basically a walking advertisement for that pizza place, aren't you?" Only the grace of yet another person pausing to greet Chairboy saved me from myself, this time an older man who apparently actually knew the guy. Not one to look a gift horse in the mouth, I headed for the ferry, checked my luggage, and got in line for the Gray Lady 4. My shoulders slowly climbed toward my ears as I took in the passengers around me. I'd known the summering on Nantucket aesthetic would be different from mine, but I hadn't expected to feel quite so out of place. Everyone seemed to have received the same memo about their outfits: faded blues and salmon pink, men in spearies, and more women with blonde hair than allotted by nature. No one else wore mostly black, which, fine, most people at school didn't either. But I'd never felt uncomfortable dressed in black lace or fishnet tights before. I'd felt stylish, interesting, edgy. It felt different wearing my clothes in a sea of beige and pearls. I'd picked my outfit carefully this morning because I was dressing for Ethan Barbanel, who I hated, who I'd never met. I'd wanted armor, so I chose an outfit my friend said made me look both hot and badass, and which made me feel untouchable. A black top to highlight my red and black tartan skirt, Alice and Olivia, thrifted for $20 at the garment district, my trusty combat boots, dangly black earrings, and cat-eye eyeliner. A board crew member scanned my ticket's QR code, and I boarded the ship, winding my way up several staircases until I reached the top outdoor deck. Somehow I'd chosen the slowest line, but plenty of seats were still open, including one by the rail, where Chairboy sat, having miraculously arrived before me. Don't do it, I told myself. Nope, don't. You're done with hot, bro-y boys. They're bad news bears. I did it. I took the seat on the other side of the aisle from him, also facing the water. But I didn't look at him as the ship pulled out from the dock, Hyannis's harbor falling away behind us. At least I had that much control. An announcement came on about rules and regulations. To my right, women in tank tops with Greek letters poured White Claws into thermoses. Boys in ACK baseball caps ate slimy-looking ham sandwiches. I noticed my shoulders had drawn up again, high and tight, and forcibly relaxed them. I wasn't being shipped off to Forks or anything, forced to handle pewter skies and brooding vampires. Plenty of people would give an arm and a leg to visit Nantucket. Across the aisle, Chairboy laughed. A loud laugh. A look-at-me laugh. I steadfastly did not look at him. I might have chosen my seat precisely to put myself in this position, but surely I had some willpower left. Surely I could keep myself from sliding down a slippery slope proven, time and again, to leave me feeling bad about myself. He laughed once more. I couldn't help it. I couldn't. I glanced over inquisitively. Our gazes collided. He broke into a wide, contagious grin and nodded at a family standing by the rail.
They're all wearing the same socks, even the dog.
Sure enough, the family...